All right. Join lobby. All right, guys, welcome into today's live stream. This is our Raffle winner Rio's game choice. We are going to be playing a little Madden, and we'll see how this goes. I've never played it online before. I'm not that good with it, and it's been a while since I played, so this ought to be interesting. That's what I was going to do. In fact, I don't know if it'll use it or not, but I did have a player that I had made in there, but I don't know if it'll use my thing in the yeah, don't need to worry about any of that stuff, so again, I don't know enough about it to make customizing anything worth it, so we're just gonna go with hello there, Austrian. How you doing, my friend? Brian Connor, how you doing? Yes, we're playing a little football, and we're gonna see how terrible we can both do. Found Sam's ball that I thought might have got left at the park. I was like, I'm positive I brought it back, but I couldn't find it anywhere. The little turd dropped it in a bag of pop cans. And he's been looking all over for it, too. Well, he forgot where he put it.
The NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
All right.
Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle.
Yeah, who pooched that kick?
Out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Hey, now no fair watching the stream and seeing what plays I pick.
Tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
I don't know about practice.
First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It was Jahmyr up from a safety spot to make the play behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Montgomery running right. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long. Throwing on third. Goff. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
On fourth down, Jack Fox
It's called option off of whatever they happen to give me to, I don't flip through the playbook usually. I just kind of...
Yeah, he was looking for the check up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at the 20. Throwing now is Geno. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early. And I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there. And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Lions will take over.
Not bad, not bad. So far, nobody scored.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Goff now looks to throw. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he's got it down to the 28.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
That was a good stop. I'll give him that.
Leaves him needing about 7 here on third down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support. And I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Oh.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
That's right. There's a flag before the kick. Penalty on you guys. We will accept that.
Relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiple.
Well, that would be your problem.
Points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
All right. I had to check my
Second quarter now from Seattle.
chat because PlayStation's doubling up the chat on my screen again.
To start their drive with a 1st and
Did you
10.
get the furry stuff? Yes, I believe he is.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. The Smith throw caught here by Metcalf. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Geno now to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. And it's going to
Nice pass, brother.
Get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
No matter who's running the route and catching the ball, but when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Again, Smith. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards that time for number 14.
DK Metcalf.
Now Geno on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. On the slant, here's Smith and Jigba. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Now Goff on 1st down. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Quadre Diggs. And the return will stop right around the 25.
I'm telling you. What do we got going here?
Maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Now Geno. Completes it to Fant on the right side.
That's the only way it's going to go.
2 yards to go on 3rd down.
I got to keep taking yards away from you.
Scoreless first half.
Yeah, I'm telling you, scoreless. So we either both have really good defense or we both have really crappy offense.
3rd and 2. Here's Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Smith throwing again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Lions are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
2nd down and 3. Gone. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 5. There just before halftime. 79 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Josh Reynolds, as the first half is winding down, and the Lions have taken the
Well,
lead.
sorry, Rio. Somebody had to score in this first half.
We don't see too many scoreless halves in football, not in today's day and age, and we're not going to see one here. We finally have points on the board.
Yeah, and it didn't come
So
easy,
close.
did it? Because neither of these offenses really gotten out of the starting blocks yet. But that is definitely an important score right there. And who knows? The way their defense is played.
Yeah, I knew that was going to be pooch. My freaking game hitched on me right in the middle of the kick thing. The needle went part of the way and stopped and then continued on. And And I got a dog harassing me with his ball.
So not much
I can blame anything I want to on Sam.
this first half as the kicks away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL. And it's a presentation
Yeah, at least you get the ball
of EA
back.
Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams.
All he had to do was take a knee and he'd be at 25. But no. That's all right. I don't even know what button it is to take a knee.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure
Awful hard to play football with you nudging my hand with your ball.
exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And Smith, and this throw finds Smith and Jigba. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team.
I wouldn't say it worked.
There were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game.
I don't know.
On 1st and 10, Smith throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I wish I could figure out how to change my player, because the player they're putting me on is not real convenient for doing anything.
For them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Smith. And complete to Smith and Jigba.
There you got it.
Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba, 42 yards. And the Seahawks have tied the ball game.
Yeah, I don't like the kicking mechanism in this. It's too much of a mini game.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And they take the lead here at 7-6.
By 1.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
Nope, he just did it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level. Make sure that block.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Jordan Brooks with it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Lions are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
I know, I was going to say, I pretty much got it back at almost the same spot I lost it.
First play, they give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got two. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
But it was good accuracy. That's all that counts. The accuracy, right?
He was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Goff now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted.
You've got to be kidding.
Jordan Brooks with it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Turnover after turnover after turnover.
Some exciting plays, but it's really been the defensives. That's now back-to-back drives that have ended with interceptions.
Yeah, the guys on the other side of the ball, as we like to say, the defenders, they've been the difference makers for their teams. And when they're taking their game up to this kind of a level, I want to see what happens with these offenses. Can they match them as this game goes on? Or will the defenders continue to have full control of this one?
Touchdown! Jackson Smith-Njigba with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion.
I got to take these socks off. You ever notice how when your socks start getting wore out, they start twisting on your foot? Drives me nuts.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And he'll take
Didn't need to.
so past the
Still got to the 21.
21. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train?
Lost their way. They never knew their way.
Leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handle?
And his pass is intercepted for the
You've got to be kidding me.
picked up by Reek Williams. 36-yard line.
Gonna have to go back to the running game.
Interceptions and 3 consecutive
Somebody fire Goff.
You can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language on his face as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept the pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time all-time high right now. But these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Just in time.
Throwing on third down, Smith. He finds Smith and Jigma. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
Maybe not. I mean, you got to remember, a lot of these guys were snow runner fans is how it got started. So.
We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Kind of seemed like a cheat code.
Smith on first down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Somebody's got a Game Shark plugged in over there.
Guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. Now a second down.
Is that what it is?
It's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time.
That's why he's over there asking about the furry ones.
To the end zone.
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Myers' kick is good, and that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6.
All
That's a
right.
pretty important second-half field goal, Charles. That now stretches this to 2 possessions and really kind of ratchets up the pressure on that opposing sideline.
It certainly does because that interception.
No
and the
pressure.
field goal to it, that puts them in firm control of this game right now. They're about one more big stop from putting this thing absolutely out of reach.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16.
Probably should have, but you know, we've done worse things.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a 2nd and 2. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
3rd and 2. Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire 4th remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at their 49-yard
Three quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. Second down and a yard. Montgomery on the counter.
No, not really.
And he'll be taken down at the 40.
I kind of did, but I didn't, you know. Like I said, it's been forever since I've actually played this, so.
Two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down.
Why is that? So you can figure out what I'm doing?
Pick up the pace because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he's going to be taken down.
All you had to do was throw the ball, dummy.
Rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Going for the knockout ball right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
That's right. Ride it out.
Desperation time for Goff on fourth. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away.
Dude, you put your hands on it. If you're going to touch it, catch it.
Seahawks are going to take over the football. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by a Fitu Melifonwu. And the Lions are right back in this football game.
That's right. Right back in the football game.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The interception.
Hey, Elijah.
Point, but now
not quite sure what you're saying today, but we'll go with it.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw going into the hands of Williams. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Maybe. I don't know. I know. Hello.
They really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Hi to Japanese. Hi.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go.
Konnichiwa.
Before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And still fighting. And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
After the interception, here's Smith. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd.
Come on, we all know you don't need any more completions.
Thought there was some space to send their guy right into the middle on a slant, hoping he would get lost. Instead, they read it quite well and closed quickly.
Hey, they're your refs.
2nd down. And he
What was that?
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
From the gun on third down, Smith. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective,
Winds on Neptune can blow faster than 1,200 miles an hour.
break up the pass, the clock keeps running on you, you're in a dire situation now.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's second and 10.
Salvador Dali designed the logo for Chupa Chups Lollipop brand.
Now Gino. And he'll be hit as he releases it.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact.
Oh! 14 to 17 times a minute.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Caesar salad was invented in 1924. Not even by Caesar.
As we march toward a conclusion, they've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Throwing now is Gino. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawks touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on first and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him
Water can boil.
They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short
And freeze simultaneously. Yes, yes it can. Giraffes are 30 times more likely to get hit by lightning than people. That's because they're 30 times taller.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll move shy of the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
Yeah, absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they make.
Identical twins don't have the same fingerprints. That's because they're not really identical.
I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us
He said, I'm
and get
done.
better for the next time out?
That's your random facts of the day.
For the rest of the time that they play, to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I'm going with that passing interference thing again.
To a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total.
I'm calling it passing
in
interference.
this runaway contest.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And now here's on
Yeah, that right there. That was passing interference.
picked off by Jamal Adams.
That was not an interception. It was passing interference. Now who did you kill? Stop killing your stuffies.
We're recapping it. We're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game.
Yep, he killed Perry.
The defense, they frustrated the offense
Yep.
the entire ball game. That's
Perry's got to go to the
And they're going to love to
collection of animals in the ER.
that interception. Good way for them to end it.
That would be those waiting for me to dig out a sewing kit. Who is who?
Now Smith. And boy, another ill-advised throw there.
I mean, you pretty much threw it right to me.
certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, no gas, no break from defenses. But But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Smith's throw caught here by Metcalf.
And not get a first down.
Just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable
Inches.
gain. Two guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Smith on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Seahawks.
I can still take this. I can still get this. You're too excited that you got the ball back. Talking to Sam. It's all slimy. I don't want to touch that slimy thing.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
Gino's going to throw, and this is going to be caught. So add two more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
So buttons.
After the touchdown, here's Myers.
Pretty much. It's kind of how I expected it to go.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point.
Hey, I'm going with what Coach tells me to do, man. I'm kind of starting to think Coach is an idiot.
Play action. It's gone. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Josh Reynolds, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
This time, the extra point up and good, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game.
Well, what'd you do to the back part of the locomotive?
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start.
Scared.
25.
I see fishies. I see dead people. It's not worth looking at. Being a coward.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive.
He who hides lives.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but
I figured I'd just let you have another touchdown, that's all.
Super Bowl 51, Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up.
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies.
I was going to say, the three other people watching say there's a stream.
13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half. And that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half.
Well, look at that.
It led them to victory.
So that'll do
Sure.
it for my partner,
We can do that.
Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry.
All right, guys, as you hang tight there, we'll be right back.
Sports.
Be watching for the new stream because it'll restart as we switch over to SnowRunner.